So I just really want to make this video only because I'm venting, and maybe because, like I said, maybe somebody else's perspective may change my mind or make me think about it differently. But I'm not saying I'm right. Like I said, it could be something I'm missing. It could be something that I may not be able to pick up on. But why do people like participate in like politics? Like, take as a black man, like I said, growing up, when they trying to teach us about black history and things like that, for one, my brother always put me on to like, well, he was kind of like aware of the conscious stuff to a certain extent. So probably around like when I was in ninth grade, eighth grade, my mind started really taking this and going a whole different direction. So the thing about me is like I was woke before woke became a thing. Like I was already learning about all this type of, all the corruptness in the government. I was researching this stuff as a kid, and then also just about the civil rights movement and things like that. Just learning that type of stuff in school and watching movies and things like that. Like probably Malcolm X probably one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I love Malcolm X. I ain't gonna lie, that he inspired me to do better in my own life. But that movie's just a great movie. But all this type of stuff had made me not trust the government. Not even one bit. And I still don't trust the government. And I think I guess people separate the government from politics or something. Like politics isn't a part of the government. And with the elections, just like in my mind, I'm like, why do people go for it? And I mean, on the base level, I understand why people go for it because they caught up in the illusion, they caught up in the Maya. Like I said, they played the Matrix. They caught up in it. And for one, two, people were shameful for not want to participate. I don't vote. I don't vote. I don't like to vote just because I feel like I'm being played. I've been played my whole life. They've been playing black people since slavery times. Like that's the thing, and it's like and the thing about these politicians and just the voting stuff is like it's like a bitter baby mother, and then it's like a terrible father. Like they trying to fight over the custody of a child, and the black people in this case would be the child. It's like they trying to all for illusion. For one, your vote don't matter for one, but they all this so to keep up an illusion that our vote matter as people, when in reality it don't. The thing about these higher powers and these people in these systems is that they gonna do whatever they want to do. My bad, it's starting to get darker outside, but they gonna do whatever they want to do. So in my mind, it's like, why do I even gotta vote if y'all just gonna do whatever the fuck y'all want to do in the first place? And even taking that single point, why would you think they give black people out of all people that type of power to even shift the weight of the country? Like in my head, I don't trust it. I don't believe it. Like I just don't believe it. And I wouldn't even try to even allow my mom 1 second to even try to even play into that illusion. They never cared about black people since they came over here, right? Of course, maybe some higher power that caused us to be like this messed up. But and my mom, why would they even give us that type of power? They've been over here playing us and taking everything, and then you expect them to give you all powers to choose who is in office. All right, that just like I said, what they said. That sounds, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, and that's why I don't trust the government. I don't trust the government that is. And think about every day, every year, it's always some new document coming out that I guess is like it's not the statute of limitations. I gotta do with like criminal crimes and stuff like that. But I guess it get declassified or classified. I don't know which word it is. But my bad. Why you getting dark outside? But and they just showing us something else new that they kept from the people, right? I thought the government gave people the power, or that people gave the government power, but really the government got the power. They just took it from the people, and they like to give us the illusion that that we really had the power when we really don't. They just doing whatever they want. They got free reign to, and I'm like, that's why I don't participate in the government. That's why I don't like voting. I'm not about to vote. I'm not about to waste my energy to go vote, go stand in line and go vote for somebody that don't care about me and don't care about the well-being of the people. They want to act like they do, and then the first opportunity they get, they're going to snatch the rug from right under the people. That's why I feel so bad for people that don't understand that. And they putting their faith into the system. The system never worked. The system never works. It's been weird. Like, I don't know what sector. Like, take now, for example. The government right now, even though they waited 20 years, they on Diddy ass. They getting everybody that Diddy was, associated with. Of course, Diddy gonna be the fall guy. But, it's exposing, well, they doing their job now. But they never did their job. They never did their job when things really mattered. And the thing about life is it doesn't make sense. It's so stupid. It's so stupid to participate in these games and trying to even accept the bullshit that they tell us. Like it's clear as bullshit. It's ever since like 2020 when everybody started to experience the bullshit. Now everybody want to wake up and the government don't like people. And it's like they never did. They never cared about y'all. They only use the people. They use them and they want to make them feel like they're they are worthy. And that's the twisted part about it. And I hate that people are so mind controlled in that sense. And that's kind of why I even want to even get some money and just get the fuck on, like move. Even if I stay here, I'm trying to get some land and get away from people because people they don't understand that they being used. And even to a certain extent, I'm still being used. Like I said, I think I'm being used is gonna happen. I about to say, and in my case, I'm being used by the divine to spin a message, or to tell a message that I believe in. And I believe that will help for the well-being of people. Period. But I'm being used. But it's ultimately to benefit myself. The government is using the people to benefit the system and to keep this negative system and this negative environment sustaining. And that's the thing that bothers me so much, that people suffer because of this system's corruptedness and it's crooked like nature, and it bothers me. It bothers me to the core of my being, and I hate that people don't see it. I hate that my people. It angers me. That's in the sense of like when you wake up, you get very angry because it's like, why am I doing this? Why am I working this job? Why am I like? Why is there so many traps and games that the government and just the system plays on the people? That bothers me extremely, like to the point where it's depressing. It's depressing that these people be under these illusions for so long, and then let's say somebody tell them otherwise, they think they're crazy. When otherwise, when in actuality, the government telling y'all that they don't care about you. They've been showing y'all they don't care about them. Like, take, for example, whenever new group, like let's say the LGBT people or even like the Asian people, they got a hate bill passed for them. Like, okay, I don't have a problem with the hate bill, but it's like you have these people here that's been doing this for the past 200, 300 years, 400 years really. And it's like y'all keep hopping over them to go take care of somebody else. And then they tell us to just go about our business, and that don't sit right with me. That bothers me extremely. That bothers me to the max. That the people that help build this country are being just jumped right over. Even for like the LGBT barbecue community, that's what I like to call him. Recipe Simple P. He was a sad, but he was so funny. But he was like, yeah, the LGBT community, they only been around for the community. When I said like the community, like the organizations, only really been around for probably like, they've been well known, let me say, for probably like a decade or so. But the people been around forever. And I don't got no problem with the people. I got more of a problem with the organization, because these organizations are working with the government. All these type of organizations are in part with the government, still oppressing the people. Even LGBT people are oppressed, and they still are, even though they may seem like they not. Even though a lot of these people got the power now. But the thing about it is, I don't trust this system. I don't trust the world. I don't trust existence. I'm about to say, I trust in the universe, and I trust in what I am going to do and what the universe has in store for me. That's all I really care about. I don't trust anything else. And that's how I operate. And I think one thing that bothered me about just the politic game and the government and how they play this mind trick on people is that it's almost like religion. Like when people align themselves with these organizations and religions, it's like they become like these hitmen, like these spiritual hitmen or these religious or political hitmen. It's like they're willing to tear somebody else down for not having, for having a different viewpoint about something. It's not like they compassionate, understanding, or even just receptive. They just straight, terrorist. Like, and it's like that's the bothersome part about it, is that they're judgmental. And it's something that always been on my mind. I always hated it because people just be so judgmental when they don't understand people. And that's the problem. That's the whole problem with, why these religions and these organizations go after each other, because like nobody take the time to really understand each other and different perspectives. It's that all they do and all they believe is that their perspective is supreme and it reigns above all else. And that's the thing I hate about human beings. The people that can't take 2 seconds to think about what they are saying out their mouth. Yeah, and it's just, I hate the condescending attitude that comes with them type of people. Like, they just think they better. They're just so inherently arrogant, and they think they better than everybody else. And that's like, that makes me not want to interact with humans. Like, even though, like I said, I'm a human to a certain extent, it's like these people are like on the animalistic way of thinking, and they just so indulge inside the ego. And like I said, the ego is just a big deceiver. Like I said in one of my other videos, the ego just deceives people. If I can make an honest comparison, the ego is like the fucking government. All they do is lie and joke and play games with people's minds and brains and making them think that they have a choice when they don't have one, right? And then, like I said, that just comes, and let me just bring it back to spirituality. It's almost in the sense of like, you know, your ego is thinking that you have a choice with your life when you don't. And then when you come into the light and when you come into surrendering all control, it seems like the best things happen. That's the best things for your life, they happen for you. Even though you may not be in control of it, it's pushing you to a better life that's ultimately something that you may really want. Like when I learned to surrender, no, I'm not even gonna do that. That's a whole different video, right? But yeah, that's just me venting for real. I ain't gonna lie. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you.